Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone, it's me, GenuineParts, and we're back in Kira, a series which I just learned is on unstable footing, because Manga Gamer does only allow for 20% or the first chapters of a visual novel by them to be uploaded. And I haven't checked out if Overdrive has actually a video policy. If they had, then this would take precedence for over Manga Gamer's policy. Then again, this game is from 2007. Not sure it's like wise to enforce that. I'm not sure it would be enforced. So let's just carry on, but so you're informed if I get a notice that I have to stop or take down videos, so you don't be surprised. You mean you used books?
パンクロッカーになるために必要なことを書いたいい本があるんだ。君たちにはまだ早いから見せられないけれど。
A book for punk rockers. I'm curious now. He laughs. I can't tell if he's joking or serious. Then he hands out some papers. This is what's on them. Two punk rockers are free, don't let anything restrict you. However, everything has rules and orders. Mother Nature is included in this. Even punk rockers can't change society, and there be some inconveniences. Rather, people who want to be punk rockers have less power to change reality, both through personality and ability. Then, when that happens, do punk rockers just follow the rules? No, that's wrong. That is your chance. You get angry. Get angry and curse. That probably won't solve anything, but don't worry. Getting angry is very important for punk rockers. But you might get confused about exactly what to do. Getting angry is a little too vague. You may not have anything you are angry about. If that's the case, then use some dirty words. Concretely, use words like fuck, shit, damn it. It's effective to use at least one of these words in your conversation or sentences. When people are angry, they use words like those. It's funny that when you use those kinds of words all the time, even if you have nothing to be angry about, you start to hate everything in the world. And more you use those words, more free you'll feel. That way you'll become a true punk rocker. Punk rocker mustn't think his actions through. Punk rockers don't have a future, so act as if there's no tomorrow. Punk rockers are short-lived, so do whatever you feel like doing when you feel like it. Don't check your wallet when you go shopping. You don't think of diet when you eat cakes. You pick up a stray dog even if you can't keep him. Such reckless behavior makes you a punk rocker. And it's extremely important to use dirty words, as mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, society isn't kind to punk rockers. People won't accept you when you use dirty words recklessly, even if it's for the sake of becoming a true punk rocker. Sometimes people may dislike or judge you because of that. In reality, you may end up losing a lot. You may realize that ahead of time. However, even if you do, don't let that stop you. You must remember, the worst thing you can do as a punk rocker is to foresee and behave wisely. Is this a joke?
素晴らしい。確かにこれはパンクの真髄だ。
Okay. Murakami is apparently emotionally moved. Really?
でしょ？それにたった2つだ。覚えやすい。
ねえ、これをやって周りの人が本当に怒ったりしたときはどうするの？
Get angry back! She mumbles as she looks at the papers.
そりゃ謝るんだよ。
That doesn't sound punk rockerish.
え、謝るのはいいの？
うん、そりゃそうだよ。人に迷惑をかけたり傷つけることは良くないからね。
He doesn't use a lot of those words.
そこは常識的なんだね。
そうだよ。人を傷つけずに 社会常識を最低限守りつつ無茶苦茶をするんだ。
そうなんだ。
Ginny nods, but she doesn't seem convinced. In fact, I think what Tonoya's saying completely contradicts this.
罵倒すると言っていくつか例が書いてありますが、私あまりこういった言葉の使い方がわからないのですが、どうすればいいでしょう。
わからなければとりあえずファックとかファックオフとか言葉の合間に挟めばいいよ。それだけ。簡単でしょ。
確かに簡単は簡単ですけれど、意味とかは。
These kids are way too polite.
そういうのは気にしなくても大丈夫。とにかくね、ただ連呼すればいいんだ。意味なんかなくたっていいんだ。言うことが大事なんだよ。
Oh, also, for this episode, I changed my webcam window a bit, so you see more of me and more of the game and less of me. And I hope you like it. Just tell me in the comments if you do. It will become the standard for If My Heart It Wings in this one, if people actually like it.
そうですか。
難しくないよね。
Okay.
そうですね。
Kashiwara became silent with a complex expression. It's easy to use such words, however, at the time, it's extremely difficult.
できるかな、これ。
They're all too nice and polite.
できるとかできないとか、先のことを心配しちゃダメって2に書いてあるでしょ。何も考えなくていい。やればいいんだよ。
It's way too polite.
そうか。
Kirari nods, but does she understand?
なんかそういう思想の小説とか詩とかを読んで内面的なものを身につけるのかと思ってた。
Doesn't seem like it. Ginny sighs.
やっぱりね、何事も形から入るのが一番なんだよ。それらしいことを繰り返すだけで自然とパンクロッカーらしくなってくるよ。
わからないわけじゃないけど、形だけ真似するのってファッションパンクって言うんじゃない？
Wow, someone has read up on this.
そんな言葉知ってるんだ。でも僕はファッションパンクとかあんまり気にしたことないよ。どうだっていいと思うんだよね。
I really think it's a problem that it doesn't look like something we can do easily. To make things worse, Tonoya continues to confuse me.
本当はね、すべての人間は本来何もしなくてもパンクなんだよ。生まれた時から死ぬまで誰だってパンクなんだ。なかなか気がつきにくいことだけど、そのことに気がついてほしいんだ。
And so we become punk rockers. Of course, we are punk rockers at home, at school, and also at our part-time jobs. This can only go worse. That day, Kirari and I have to work, and we become punk restaurant employees. We slap our cheeks, we psych ourselves up, and start to work. Yo, have you decided what the fuck you're going to do, what you're going to order? Me.
こちらのマザーファッカーのお客様はパンキン生中ですね。
This is so absurd! Ah! She's way too happy about this. Kirari.
お前ら何言ってるんだ。
I think we're going to lose our jobs. The manager.
なんでもないです。ファックオフ。
Both of us in unisono. Then the manager gets furious and sends both of us home immediately. Good job. Good job. That was a short shift. Punk rock and part-time jobs don't go well together. Kirari and I decide to as we walk home. Our conversation has fuck everywhere, of course. Isn't Kirari like needing the money for her family? I know they shouldn't worry about this, but seriously?
なんだかファッキンバイトはファッキン大変だね、ファック。
If the game is going on that way, I can't play this anymore. Not because I'm objecting the word fuck, because this fucking game is so fucking ridiculous with all these fucks in the dialogue that, wow, fuck that. I fucking feel bad for the fucking manager. Damn. What we're saying doesn't make sense at all. Well, it does, kinda. We lost the credibility we earned after working hard for almost a year because of this incident. But in return, we're a step closer to becoming real punk rockers. My heart hurts, but maybe this is a growing pain from trying to become a punk rocker. Fucking shit. Kashiwara has become a punk rocker too. She gets invited to a tea party during lunch break. It's put together by the theological teachers sometime. I never knew she did that, but those who are close to the teacher have it once in a while. All the members are very quiet and they talk while sipping black tea. Even in that situation, Kashiwara is a punk rocker. This is painful! Ah! With a smile, she says,
本当にクソったれなお茶でした。ごちそうさまです、ファック。
Thank you very much, fuck. Yeah. Well, I know what I call this episode. That's really not that difficult. Fuck. When the teacher, who had been praying for decades without missing a day, heard that, she froze. Fucking shit. Jeannie doesn't look like the idea of this like the idea of this practice, but when she does it, everyone laughs, thinking she's joking, so things don't change much around her. Maybe people trust her that much, but she's a little shocked. She thinks maybe they aren't even listening to her. But she shouldn't be upset, because that means her environment is kind to punk rockers. I envy her. Anyway, every day we say fuck. When we get together, we greet each other the punk way. Hey bitches! That sounds... Why is my camera suddenly trying to autofocus? You never did that before, camera. Don't start now. That doesn't sound like punk rockers. That sounds like rappers.
おはようございます。本当に今日もファッキーな朝ですね。
Why? Why is my bald head confusing you, camera? Fuck!
おはよう。昨日は本当にクソったれな夢を見たよ。ファックファックファック。
Yeah, that just, you know. We're desperate, and maybe this desperation is punk too. No future. So by the time we finish the special training, we are used to this way of speaking that we have no problem with it. Also, there's nobody left in class who will talk to us. After we're done, we have a talk by the river. Well, we went through a lot, but it really wasn't that tough after all.
そうだね。お母さんが泣いただけだし。
Ow!
ええ、おじいさまに心の病院に連れて行かれそうになっただけです。
Yeah, she took you to a grammar logist, you know, because grammar.
私はちょっと他人が信用できなくなっただけかな。
She's so happy to say that. I can't trust anyone anymore. In my case, I was told not to come back to work for a month, but that was about it. I was told never to come back to school though, but I'm going anyway. Fuck. We all start laughing. We feel like we can take on the world. When Tonoya hears about the performance, he gets so excited and praises us for a job well done. But we don't rejoice at all. Instead we go, of course we're good. Fuck. Everything and everybody can die. The world can just disappear. We are getting to be true punk rockers, technically and also mentally. But we're losing what we shouldn't be losing. Is this really what we should be doing? Oh well, we won't think about that. That would be against the no future mindset. Kira loading. Since the Golden Week has passed, it's been raining. Since our main practice area is the riverbank, the bad weather means we lose practice time. However, we don't have enough money to rent a studio every time it rains. So we try to find a different place to practice, but the school gym is full of sport club members who also have to find a place to practice. When we try to use the chapel, the pastor kicks us out. Fuck! When we try the karaoke box by the school, we are told that we are too loud. So on days like that, I practice alone in my room. Even if there's no practice, I can't just sit around doing nothing. On days like that, I practice alone. Today I'm practicing the technique called slap. The slap is also called the chopper. Usually you play the blast with a triangular pick, but in this technique you either slap the strings with your thumb or pluck them with your index fingers to create the sound. If you do it right, it's I'm sorry. If you do it right, it sounds great and you even look good. The reason why I decided to try this was not only because I was bored, but also because I want to improve my techniques so I can increase the kinds of sound I can create on the bass. And the reason why I want to create more sound was because of what Tonoya said. We're working on our own original piece.
せめて一曲はオリジナルやりたいよね。せっかくのライブだし。
When we were talking about what to perform on stage in the club room, Tonoya offered a suggestion.
確かにさ、ああいうところで受けるのは流行りの曲だとか誰もが知ってる定番だ。変なオリジナルやったらしらけちゃうことの方がずっと多い。でもさ、
Tonoya wrote the original on the page we were putting on the titles of the songs we were going to perform and circled it.
やっぱりバンドの本当の面白さってのは自分で考えた自分の曲を自分で演奏するってことなんだよ。好きな曲をコピーするのも確かに楽しいけどさ、君たちだってさ、自分たちだけの曲を演奏したいって思うだろう？
We couldn't answer right away. We only just got to the level where we could play, so we weren't sure about creating our own piece.
これはね、練習にもなるんだ。曲を作る過程で音楽というものへの理解が深まるだろう。まあでもこれは君たちもバンドをやるからにはぜひ挑戦してみてほしいなっていう僕の個人の願望が強いかな。正直君たちのバンドは面白くなりそうな気がしているんだ。ただコピーしてるだけじゃもったいない。
I was a little surprised because this was the first time Tonoya complimented us. When it comes to music, Tonoya neither compliments nor criticizes easily. He's very cautious, so when Tonoya says things like that, he sounds very convincing. We try to work on our own original piece, though not necessarily because of what he said. In fact, we all had the desire to write our own music. Tonoya was right about that. It must be natural that when you can create the sound, you want your own music. So we set a date and decided that each of us should come up with something by that day. I put some notes down and tried to play. It's my own phrase, so of course I want to play well, and before I know it, I'm challenging a new technique. I sit on my bed, put the amplifier in the effector where I can reach and practice the bass with my headset. When I get tired of the slap technique, I continue with the composition. And then when I get stuck composing, I practice the bass. When I look up, the sun is setting behind the rain clouds. There's no school today, so I've been practicing since this morning. Didn't realize I spent that much time on it. When I get up my fights, where I was resting the bass, feel numb. As I rub them, feeling rather impressed with myself for practicing for so long, I notice my cell phone blinking. When I open it, there are 3 missed calls from Genie. It must have rang, but I didn't hear it at all. And I'm thinking I shut everything else out. I call her while telling myself it's a habit I need to get rid of.
どうせそんなことだと思った。
When I explain, Genie laughs bitterly on the phone. Since we've known each other for a long time, something like this doesn't make her angry.
で、作曲の進捗はどう？
It's hard.
やっぱり。
How about you, Genie?
こっちもダメ。
I see. I was relieved to hear Genie is having a hard time too.
素人にはそう簡単には作れないね。
Yeah, I know. Just learning about the bass is hard enough. Even if I read books, learning other people's parts is impossible.
そんなこと言ったら、私なんかドラムよ。今まで自分がやってたことだけじゃリズムしか作れないのよ。もっと勉強するか、合わせながらやらないとダメだな。
And what exactly she called for, we will find out in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye!